Hiya! Welcome back to my channel again for another video. Today I thought I would share with you some of my favourite sort of health food brands, as often in particularly my favourites videos. I know I definitely mention a fair few new favourite treats and snacks and things that I've discovered by health food brands, so I thought I would actually put a whole video together talking you through some of my favourite ones and some of my favourite products by those brands, as I know that I love discovering new healthy snacks and treats to have. So I'm sure there's probably other people out there too who enjoy doing that as well, and discovering new products to try. And also, if you're looking to be a little bit healthier, or you want to try and find some great healthy snack alternatives to your usual sort of standard granola bars and things, then this is a great way for you to discover some amazing brands. So I'm first going to start with some of the brands which have great snacks for just snacking on throughout the day or taking with you on the go, and then I think I'm going to go into the more sort of healthier alternatives to sweet treats, of things like chocolate and other brands that make treats that are better for you than standard sort of chocolate cakes and whatever else kind of snacks that you might want as a sort of dessert or later on in the evening whenever you're watching TV and craving something a little bit sweeter. So the first brand I am going to mention is Inspiral, which is a brand that I absolutely love for their kale crisps. If you've never tried kale crisps before, I don't know, I was a bit sort of skeptical about it too at first. I was like, can kale really work as a crisp? But honestly, they are so nice. I've tried their beetroot and acerola flavour, and then also the is it wasabi and wheatgrass ones? I think the beetroot and acerola are my favourite ones, but the wasabi and wheatgrass ones as well, they're also really, really good. Then I've also tried their protein clusters as well, which are made from different fruits. There's different fruit flavours, and those are incredibly tasty as well. So if you want an extra protein punch as well, those are definitely worth checking out. I did mention those in my most recent favourites video actually. So if you want to go over and see all the different flavours you can get and where I talk about them in a little bit more detail, then definitely be sure to head over and check out my most recent favourites video. The next brand I'm going to mention is called Go Ahead, and I used to actually quite like their yogurt slices that they make when I used to be at school as a perfect sort of lunchtime accompaniment or as a snack at break, but those aren't like made with amazing ingredients or perfectly good for you. They're kind of like your standard cereal bars, which have got quite a bit of sort of hidden sugar in there and not such amazing ingredients. But they've recently released their goodness bars, and as the name suggests, they're made with some incredible ingredients. They're made from things like dates and nuts and oats, and they've got two different flavours. There's the hazelnut ones and then the chocolate orange ones, and both of them are so tasty, so incredible. And also I love that the oats are in there as well, because a lot of date and nut bars don't actually contain oats, so that adds a little bit of something else and also means that they're slightly more filling as well and keep you going for longer. This is another brand I've mentioned before in favourites videos as well, and that is Hiya. All of their cereal bars are so tasty. Some of my favourites are the goji and cranberry ones, then there's also the cacao and is it date and cacao ones as well, and then their cranberry and oat ones as well. Is it cranberry and oat? It's some kind of something and oat ones, but they're so tasty that I've like forgotten the name of them. I'll put pictures of the products though on the screen so you can see which ones I'm talking about. But they're so tasty and perfect for just when you're starting to feel a little bit hungry and need something just as a quick snack to have, or if you're on the go or at work or at school as well. They're perfect for taking with you there, and they're also made from better for you ingredients than just sort of standard everyday cereal and granola bars as well. And also they are mainly made of quinoa, most of them. There's the oat bar as well, obviously, but that's got some quinoa in there as well I think, and then the majority of the others are all quinoa bars, so it's also a great source of protein too. Trek is another brand that I absolutely love, particularly for their protein flapjacks. The original oat one is just incredible. They've basically recreated flapjacks but made with better for you ingredients, and they're also all protein packs. They're great for pre or post workout as well. Some of my other favourite flavours include the oat raisin one, and then there's also a cacao one as well, which is so tasty. It's got like a layer of chocolate on top, so it really does add to it as well and makes it so good. And they're also mainly made of oats again, as they are like flapjacks, so they're kind of like oat-based flapjacks. So they're slightly healthier flapjacks which taste incredible and are really quite filling as well, so the perfect snack either sort of mid-afternoon or mid-morning to keep you going between meals. Deliciously Ella is another brand I've started loving quite recently, and in particular her most recent release, which are her oat bars, are amazing. Again, these are like healthier flapjacks made from really good wholesome ingredients. There's 3 flavours out at the moment. The cacao and almond one I think is probably my favourite, but there's also the coconut and apricot one as well, which tastes so good. That's a really lovely flavour, particularly for summer. I think that flavour is just really fitting. Then there's also an apple cinnamon and raisin one, again, which tastes really nice. So those ones are another sort of perfect alternative flapjack that's better for you and healthier and made with sort of just very simple recognisable ingredients. Then also her energy balls are really nice. She's got protein balls out as well as energy balls, and out of the protein balls, the blueberry one, it's blueberry and almond actually, is so nice, and the actual ball itself is like bluey purple in colour from the blueberries, and I love it. And then there's also a hazelnut and raisin energy ball, which is so tasty as well. Bounce energy balls are another type of energy ball that I absolutely love, particularly their V-Life range, and the flavours I love from this one are the almond and spirulina one and the almond and kale one. I think the almond spirulina one is definitely my favourite, and all I'm going to say is if you like cherry bakewells and that almond paste kind of flavour, then the first time I ever tried one of them, it really reminded me of a cherry bakewell. I don't know why or what it was about it. I guess it's the almonds really, to be honest, but it really did remind me of that, and cherry bakewells, one of my favourite things to have when I was younger, and yeah, it would just really remind me of that. It's great, and I love the texture. They're so like chewy as well, and then they've got almonds all on the outside, so you've got like that chewy crunchy kind of texture, and it's so good. Aduna is another fairly recent brand that I have started loving, particularly for their cacao bars. So they make a couple of different bars, and then I think they also make cacao powder as well as a few other superfood powders as well. Their cacao bars are what I particularly love, as they're made with dates but then walnuts, which is quite rare for a date and nut bar, because a lot of them are made with cashew nuts. Sometimes you get almonds or hazelnuts, but you never see walnuts, so I quite like there's no walnuts. And it's also got cacao nibs in there, which adds an extra little crunch to it, and it's just super tasty. Also, their baobab bars are really nice as well, and they've got a sort of pineapple fruity flavour too, so again for summer they're really fitting and a really nice tasty snack to have. Naturia, I always say this whenever I mention the name, I have no clue how to say it correctly. I don't know if I'm saying it right or in any way near how it's supposed to be pronounced, but their superfood bars, or is it super bars I think they're called, are so tasty. You've got a cacao one, a seeds one, and then a berries one. I think the cacao one again is probably my favourite. I mean, anything chocolate flavoured is going to taste great, isn't it? And then the berry one as well is really nice, and so is the seed one actually. I tried that fairly recently for the first time, and that was pretty good as well. And these again are all made with amazing wholesome ingredients that are really good for you and perfect for on the go or for taking out with you whenever you need just a little snack to pick you up. If you know me, then you will know that I absolutely love almond butter. In particular, I always get the Meridian almond butter, and then I discovered that they make an almond bar, and I was like, I need to try that. Why did I not know about this sooner? And it's actually made using their almond butter, and it's such a tasty kind of chewy little bar. If you're an almond butter fan like me, all I'm going to say is definitely check it out. And Meridian as a brand as well, check out their whole nut butter range, because it's all made from 100% nuts, and there's no other added ingredients. To some of them, I think they have got a bit of salt added, or that might be it, I don't know. But I think the majority of just sort of the straightforward nut butters, like their peanut one and their almond butter and cashew nut butter, is all just 100% nuts, which is so amazing and it tastes incredible. I recently also discovered a brand called Form Nutrition, which is great for buying protein powders from, because they're, well, first of all, they're 100% plant-based, they're perfect for everyone and anyone. They've also got in their super blend protein powders, because there's 3 different types. You've got a plain one, which you could use for smoothies or baking, literally in anything and everything. Then you've got the super blend one and the performance one. The performance one is particularly targeted for post-workouts, as it's got I think 30 grams of protein per serving. And then you've got the super blend protein powder, which is just for like everyday kind of having, and also for pre and post workout, and I think it's 20 grams of protein protein per serving. I've so far tried the Super Blend one and it honestly tastes incredible. I've had the salted chocolate caramel flavour and I can't even describe to you, even just mixed with water, it's so smooth. I've had protein powders before which are really grainy, don't blend well no matter what you try and do, but this one is so smooth, it blends so easily with just water and tastes incredible. And also what's so great about the Super Blend ones is that you've got loads of added greens and fruits and veggies in there, so it's so good for you because you're getting in loads of your like everyday 5 a day without even realising it while you're having like a healthy chocolate milkshake in a way, because that's what it tastes like. And there's also got loads of vitamins and minerals added to it, so overall it's just such an incredible protein powder to try. Definitely give it a go if you're looking for a new one to try. Even if you normally don't go for plant-based protein powders, I would highly recommend this one. So now going into the brands which are more for when you're wanting to slightly more indulge into a sweeter treat but still wanting to stay relatively healthy and not overindulge but not compromise on flavour. And the first one I am going to mention, which you definitely will have heard me mention before, is Livia's Kitchen. I cannot go on about this brand enough. Honestly, all of her products are amazing. I think my favourite things that she does are the raw millionaire bites, because I used to love millionaire shortbread, and so this is basically like a raw version of that. We've got a biscuity OT layer, and then you've got a date caramel topped with raw chocolate, and honestly just tastes amazing. Definitely the chocolate orange flavour is my favourite because I love orange chocolate, so that one's 100% a winner for me. And then she's also got nuggets, which are like little crumbly OT centres covered in raw chocolate, and there's 3 different flavours. There's the salted almond butter, raw cookie dough and raw chocolate brownie. All of them are so good and taste amazing. I would say I probably lean more towards the almond butter one, just because I love almond butter. Although to be fair, my opinion on that kind of changes daily, and different days I feel like having different ones. And then she also makes something else called Vicky Bombs, which have got like a chewy caramel date centre surrounded by a biscuit. And then again, they're covered in this lovely chocolate layer and just taste so good. When it comes to raw chocolate, my favourite brand has definitely got to be Panna Chocolate. This, I believe, is actually an Australian brand of chocolate, and it's all handmade and it's raw and organic and it's completely dairy free, but it still amazes me every single time I have it just how smooth and creamy it tastes. Even though it's dairy free, it's just amazing. And there's so many different flavours. Of course, as I just said before, orange chocolate is my favourite. So the orange flavour is definitely a favourite of mine. But even just the raw cacao, simple plain chocolate is so good, so smooth, so creamy. Definitely check out this brand of chocolate. Again, another great raw chocolate brand is definitely Booja Booja. They also make ice cream, which is non-dairy as well, and I haven't yet tried it. I'm dying to try it out, but I haven't got around to it yet, so hopefully I will do soon. And especially now it's getting hotter, I'm definitely feeling more like having ice cream, so I'm really hoping I'll get to try that soon. But also their chocolate truffles are so lovely. They are all raw chocolate truffles and they're made with good for you ingredients, again, simple natural ingredients. And I've tried their hazelnut truffles and can definitely say they're worth trying out and checking out because they taste so good. Rhythm 108 is another brand that I've recently started to really love, and I particularly like them for their tea biscuits as well as some of their chocolate bars that they do. Their tea biscuits, I haven't yet found amazing tasting sort of simple biscuits, and I've just recently been really craving biscuits as well. And they've got such a good variety of different flavours. I've tried their chocolate hazelnut ones, their almond biscotti ones. I've also got some lemon and ginger ones I'm yet to try, and they are all just so lovely tasting, and they're only made from like 6 ingredients or something like that. They're really simple ingredients and they literally taste just so good, so it's so hard to believe that they actually are just made with better for you, really good ingredients. I think they're mainly oat based, they're completely gluten free, they're dairy free, they're vegan again. If you're wanting a healthier biscuit, that's the brand to go for. Also their chocolate bars as well, the sweet and salty almond one. Again, if you're an almond butter fan, definitely check out that bar. It's like an almond butter filled chocolate bar covered in this lovely raw chocolate and it tastes honestly heavenly. The last brand I am going to mention is Pulsin, and I absolutely love their raw chocolate brownies. I've definitely mentioned this before, but I just had to put it in here because I honestly can't even tell you just how gooey and fudgy they are. They're definitely my favourite raw chocolate brownies that I've ever tried, and I've tried quite a fair few, and I think my favourite flavour has definitely got to be the Maca Bliss one, but then also the almond and raisin one is really nice too, and then there's also a berry one as well, which I've tried recently, and that is also pretty tasty. I mean, the whole range is so good for the raw chocolate brownies. Definitely give them a go. So those are all the particular health food brands that I'm currently loving and whose products I buy most often. There's also quite a few other brands which I regularly use as well that literally I could be here all day going on about it for ages. So I already tried to narrow it down to a more limited selection so that this video wasn't too long, but as you can see, there's already still quite a lot which are my favourites, and I just couldn't limit it down anymore. And also for you, I didn't want you to miss out on any of these amazing brands. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please be sure to let me know in the comments down below if you give any of these brands a go, or if you already have them and love them, and also any other brands that you think I might like as well, as I love to discover new snacks as I mentioned at the start. So definitely let me know what your recommendations are too. Be sure to smash a big thumbs up on this video if you did enjoy it. Click the little red subscribe button down below if you're new to my channel, as well as tapping that notifications bell so that you're notified whenever I upload. Also, as we are now heading into June, be sure to let me know any video suggestions or ideas of things that you'd like to see on my channel over the next month as well, particularly as we're heading towards summer. Let me know if there's any particular summer related videos that you'd love to see on my channel over the next month, and I'll be sure to see you very soon on Sunday with a brand new video. Bye!